Columbia County woman is lucky to be alive, and she has some heroic first responders to thank for coming to her rescue. Good evening, I'm Christy Etheridge.
And I'm Laura Warren. The sheriff's office says a fire started in the woman's townhome, but she was dead asleep in bed just moments before the ceiling collapsed in her room.
And today I've talked to those deputies who say at first she refused to leave the burning house.
So she didn't believe us at first. So she said no and told us to leave. And we said, no, your house is on fire. And we pointed to the ceiling, tried to show her. Well, she still didn't believe us.
Call it grogginess, maybe a little confusion, after these two officers knocked down this door to wake up the woman sleeping in the home, to rescue her from the fire, burning it down.
She was just startled, and she didn't know what was going on, why two police officers were standing in her living room yelling that her house was on fire.
Deputies Michael Bish and Ben Veman could see the ceiling start to smolder and heard the propane tank start to whistle. They knew they had to get her out.
When we finally got her out of the house, she turned around and tried to run back in because she goes, my house isn't on fire, you're lying to me.
Her dreamlike state snapped to reality when she realized they were right. This nightmare was not in her head. Luckily, her 15-year-old son was not home Saturday night. He was staying with his godparents a couple houses down.
I know he was banging on the door so violently, you know, and it was necessary to get our attention.
Daryl Butler was also woken from his sleep and told to evacuate.
When I walked out the door and I saw how the street was lit up, the flames were, shooting up in the air.
A fire so hot it melted the aluminum siding on the house behind it. An opposite effect from the cold rain now dousing everything that's left. Just a couple days from Christmas, ornaments lay scattered in the front yard, and a blue tarp covers the ceiling that collapsed just moments after the rescue.
After we got her out and she realized it, she was just thankful. Yeah.
A gift better than anything that could fit under a tree. Now, both deputies were on patrol looking after businesses in the area when they saw this huge cloud of smoke in the air. And the deputies even admit from her room at first it was a little hard to tell that the house was on fire, but they said they were not going to stop until they got her out. And since they were the first ones on scene, they actually called the fire department, who got there minutes later. And right now there's no word on what caused the fire just yet.